Today, I have one goal. After watching some of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'm sure many others will try analyzing every follicle of every hair and every animation cell possible, but I have something far more impressive to prove. Sokka? Everyone bullies Sokka. Well, he's actually the most alpha character in cartoon history outside of hentai, but we will ignore hentai. Just trust me. Exhibit A, he was the only male who was above the age of 12 in his entire tribe. This means, well, okay, this means he's literally alpha male, technically, and no other reason. You think he's gonna get cucked by a 9-year-old? Nah, man. But that's not the important part. The important part is a lot more, well, important. I'm so good with words. Episode 4 is where they land on Kyoshi Island, and because the pacing in the early part of the series was kind of trash, don't at me. Don't let your nostalgia blind you. It's still one of the greatest shows ever, but everyone calls pacing of every show trash. So I'm gonna do the same here because it's true. It is trash because it's trash because Sokka gets a kiss from an alpha female warrior defender of a tribe. He just comes there out of nowhere, is like an okay warrior who learned stuff, but was just earlier being sexist towards her. But Sokka is so alpha that the writing bends to his will, and she gives him a kiss, and it's like, really, that shouldn't have happened, but Sokka's an alpha male. He doesn't fucking care. He's a god. Also, while rewatching the series, I was kinda shocked because in season 1, Kataro's really not that epic in the first half, and Sokka seems to be more competent than her, and also more responsible. There's so many situations where he's defending everyone, and his strategies and planning bust them out of danger. Like, did Katara even use water bending when she boarded the ship to, you know, try to get in the pants of the one earthbender? Speaking of people Katara was trying to get into the pants of, Jet, really well written villain. I I don't have the standard that a lot of people have where it's like, ooh, reasonable motive, good, sympathetic, good, automatically good villain. I am more hard to impress. One thing that's a good way to impress me is Jet being an alpha male himself. Just so casual and cool and just kicking everyone's ass, having a little alpha dark side because he's a Chad. He's not a incel. I can't believe I used that word even for a joke. I hate it. Not it's that word is almost as bad as a fuck simp. Oh god. Anyways, Sokka's an alpha male here because he doesn't care that the Fire Nation dude is a Fire Nation dude. He's old and innocent, and Jet, which is just really good writing, doesn't even try to villainize Sokka. He tries to still get him on his side because if you do think you're the good guy, you don't try to be an obnoxious asshole and separate people. If you think you're the good guy, you just have one goal and you want to make it happen. Once again, being sympathetic doesn't cut it for me, but Jet's a really good villain. So Sokka uses his alpha charisma points to convince an entire city to evacuate a
Quick!
flood
Get out!
when
Get out of
Aang
here!
and Katara
Quick! Get
were just
out!
kind of
Get out of here!
not alpha. They were beta male and woman. Beta male and woman did not beat Alpha Jet, but another alpha such as Sokka could. It's time for Exhibit D, one of the most important exhibits in the series, actually. He is a lowly member of the Southern Water Tribe and almost immediately hits it off with the princess of the icy fortress of the north, while Katara is going through women's rights against an old Kandaka's probably gonna get in her pants. But people are like, oh no, she turned into the moon. Oh,
That's rough,
oh,
but
that's so terrible. Sokka's first girlfriend was not only a princess, but the spirit of the moon. You know what the moon represents? Menstrual cycles. You know what that means? Sokka fucked the goddess of fertility. Booyah, alpha male. Sokka got the goddess of fertility, who was also a princess, wanting his boomerang to ricochet right all up in there. And this is just season one. This is getting ridiculous. Season two was a weaker season for Sokka. They only met the world's greatest earthbender, who, okay, to be fair, is 12, so it's a little weird. But she's really badass. She's Toph is a badass, and she clearly was crushing on Sokka a couple points. Also, Ty Lee, she was flirting with him too. And Sokka, even when he's about to be killed, he's like waving his hand all flirtingly. He knows he has a girlfriend with an alpha warrior princess and the fucking moon. But he's a Chad, so he's willing to build up his harem a bit more. He even pleases and satisfies his dad as an alpha warrior in season 3 and marries the warrior princess while also probably still getting stalked by Tylee. This is the most alpha character ever. He's only like what, 15, 16? This dude, he's pulling more than any of us in our lifetime. He's not even 18 yet. Fuck the god of fertility. Like, oh my god. No one can stop Sokka because he's just that Chad and just that alpha.